लाख सलाम। अब जब हमारे सामने टीवी कैमरास हैं, आजकल कुछ वीडियो और ऑडियो में ताल्लुक नहीं होता है, तो शायद टीवी में ऐसा आएगा कि अरुंधति रॉय ने कहा कि इस देश में रहना होगा तो वंदे मातरम कहना होगा। क्या मालूम टीवी में क्या दिखाते हैं। सोनी मेरी सहेली है, और मैं जब बस्तर गई थी, सोनी के जिस्म के अंदर पत्थर डाला गया था एक पुलिस स्टेशन में। वो पत्थर कोर्ट में पेश किया गया था, और जिस पुलिस स्टेशन में वो किया, उस पुलिसमैन को गैलेंट्री अवार्ड मिला। तो बहुत एक्टिविस्ट ने इसका विरोध किया कि वो अवार्ड नहीं देने चाहिए था। मैंने कहा नहीं, अवार्ड ठीक है, लेकिन उसका साइटेशन बदलना चाहिए, है ना। उसका साइटेशन में लिखना चाहिए कि इस देश में इसको अवार्ड दिया जाता है जो आदिवासी औरतों के साथ ऐसा काम करते हैं, क्योंकि आजकल वो एक ऑफिशियल एक्टिविटी बन गया है। बहुत लोगों ने बहुत कुछ बात रखा है, और मैं I'm the second last speaker, so there's not all that much that's left to say. लेकिन पहली बात मैं ये कहना चाहूँगी कि जो आजकल बोल रहे हैं लोग कि जो भारत माता की जय नहीं बोलते हैं वो एंटी नेशनल है। वैसे तो मैं बहुत पुराना पापी है इसमें, तो मेरे ऊपर सेडिशन का इंक्वायरी और केसेस, और आज उठाया जाएगा, कल उठाया जाएगा, कश्मीर में उठाया जाएगा, ये सब बहुत सालों से चल रहा है। लेकिन ये नेशनलिज्म क्या चीज़ है? अगर आप 1931, the first time that Baba Saheb Ambedkar met Gandhi, Gandhi asked him, why are you criticizing the struggle for the homeland? You know, why are you criticizing the Congress? And his reply was, Gandhiji, I have no homeland. No untouchable worth his name would be proud to call this his land. Right? So, for different people, the homeland means different things. And we have every right to quarrel with other people's definitions of what this homeland is. There's a lot of confusion about this Bharat Mata Ki Jai slogan, because in the map that the RSS has in its official headquarters, Bharat Mata includes Pakistan and Bangladesh. It's Akhand Bharat, right? But if you say Pakistan Zindabad, then it's wrong. So I don't know what the logic is. Recently, now there's something going around about, someone said, but Bharat is the name of a man in Hindu mythology. So when did he become a Mata? Since many people have spoken at great length about what is happening in our campuses, what is happening with this new government, I just want to try and cover some ground which hasn't been covered before, just to fill in some gaps. So, today the thing is that हमारे सामने जो ये RSS आए हैं, सही तीसरा ने कि सरकार RSS की है, बीजेपी की नहीं है। और the RSS was set up in 1925. The RSS was set up inspired by the ideology of Benito Mussolini and Adolf Hitler. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि हम लोग उनको फासीवाद कह रहे हैं, वो खुद कह रहे हैं कि हमें उसी से इंस्पायर होके हमने ये RSS बनाया है। लेकिन बहुत क्रिटिसिज्म हुई हुई है आरएसएस की, लेकिन एक चीज है कि वो 1925 से अभी तक बहुत काम किया है, बहुत ज्यादा। उनका 4000 से ज्यादा शाखा है, लाखों के हिसाब से स्वयंसेवक हैं। They have their own publication division, their own trade union, their own women's wing, their own Adivasi wing, their own leprosy wing, their own scholars, if you can call them that. We are today, as I've said several times, the war is not against dissent. The war is against thought itself. So we are witnessing a war between those who know how to hate and those who know how to think. So, because why is this new syllabus being written? Why is Dinanath Batra being unleashed on the young people? Even the Hindutvavadis want their own children's brains to be shut down by those books, because you cannot be a thinking person and support that ideology. You know, they can mass produce trolls on the social media, but they cannot produce a single real thinker. So this is the battle that is we are up against. But हम लोग सोचते हैं कि सिर्फ आरएसएस हमारे आगे खड़े हैं, ये बहुत बड़ा गलती है। क्योंकि आरएसएस कैसे आ गए, इतना बड़ा पैमाने में कैसे आ गए, इस इलेक्शन में कैसे आ गए, कौन लाया था? I don't know how to start this, but I want to talk about how did India become such a police state, such a militarized state. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो अचानक इलेक्शन के बाद आ गए ना, ऐसा तो नहीं है। तो in the late 1980s, early 90s, 2 ताला खोल दिए थे सरकार ने, एक तो बाबरी मस्जिद का और दूसरा बाजार का। और जैसे वो 2 ताला खोले थे, उससे उन्होंने 2 अपना नकली टेररिस्ट को मैन्युफैक्चर किया। एक they unleashed 2 kinds of totalitarianism. One was religious totalitarianism, Hindutva thing, and one was a kind of economic totalitarianism. And both those totalitarianisms produced or manufactured their own manufactured terrorists, Islamist terrorists, Maoist terrorists. और जो भी पार्टी आया था सत्ता में, उनका प्रायोरिटी अलग था। एक था तो इस्लामिस्ट टेररिज्म, दूसरा माओइस्ट टेररिज्म। दोनों के नाम में मिलिटराइजेशन हुई है और दोनों के नाम में बहुत सारे जो लॉज है जो कोई भी डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री में नहीं होना चाहिए वो है। लेकिन उससे भी पहले वो प्रोसेस शुरू हुई थी। जब अब आजकल टीवी में अगर कोई भी बहस करने की कोशिश करते हैं, वो क्या चिल्लाते कि Have you the soldiers, the dead soldiers who came from Siachen? You are an anti-national. This is the real hero. Now they are putting their words into the mouths of dead soldiers who can't talk back. They are putting their tin pot ideologies onto the bodies of people who can't talk back. They don't tell you that the soldiers are poor people who are trying to earn a living. If they were so patriotic, these rich nationalists, they would ask for the draft, like the Americans do. They would say कि हमारे बच्चों को भी सोल्जर बना दो या हमें भी सोल्जर बना दो। वो तो नहीं मानते ना, वो बस गरीबों को सियाचिन में भेज दो या कश्मीर में भेज दो। लेकिन ये वो नहीं कभी बताते हैं कि there has not been a single day since independence, since 1947, there has not been a single day when the Indian security forces, the Indian army, has not been deployed within the borders, so-called borders of this country against its own people. Not one day. From the day we became independent, we became an imperialist country. So you started Manipur, Nagaland, Assam, Mizoram, Kashmir, Junagadh, Goa, Hyderabad, Punjab. There has been endless deployment. And when you look at who are those people that the army was deployed against, Adivasis, Christians, Muslims, Sikhs, Dalits, always you had an upper caste DNA, a state with an upper caste DNA deployed against the other. And how does it work today? You send soldiers from Chhattisgarh to Kashmir. You send soldiers from Assam to Chhattisgarh or Nagaland, just like the imperial powers. Just like that it functions. Put one person against the other, one person against the other, one person against the other. Now, when we look back in history, today we are faced with Tista's right, that there is a difference between the two major parties. What is that difference? The difference is that one says that it believes in secularism, it believes in a secular liberal democracy, whatever it does. We know that it has also conducted massacres, it has also brought in the neoliberal reforms on communal, manufactured communal conflict. It has also looked away while Dalits are killed. It has also seen that power and wealth remain in the hands of the upper class. But now we have a government that openly talks about Hindu Rashtra. So where did this idea, ये Hindu Rashtra का जो idea है वो कहाँ से आया? बहुत सालों से वो कहते हैं कि बहुत पुरानी परंपरा है Hinduism, but I want to quote Baba Sahib on this because it's a dangerous subject, so I need his protection. So Baba Sahib Ambedkar said, the first and foremost thing that must be recognized is Hindu society is a myth. The name Hindu was given by Mohammedans to the natives who lived east of the Indus for the purpose of distinguishing themselves. So, what happened was that is what the anti-caste movement refers to as Brahmanism. There was not Hinduism. Hinduism is actually a political construct, not a religious construct. And oddly enough, it came about because of the politics of representative government. When the age of empire changed, when it was no longer possible to ride an army into power and say that I am the emperor, and when you had representative government, you had to now make a constituency. And that is when this coalition of castes, people used to only say, पहले वो सिर्फ ये बोलते थे कि मैं बनिया हूँ, मैं ब्राह्मण हूँ, मैं ठाकुर हूँ, मैं परया हूँ, मैं पुलिया हूँ, मैं नायर हूँ, and then they began to be, फिर उन्होंने एक constituency बनाने में लगे थे, जब subject, like a subject became a citizen became a voter needed a constituency. And that was when they started to form this. And at that time, and that is why the institutionalized murder of Rohit Vemula is at the center of this politics. We have to understand this history. At that time, what was to be done with the Dalit constituency? There was not a Dalit constituency, it was called untouchables. It was also a coalition of castes, but there were 44 million people. उससे पहले हजारों लाखों लोग